We're breaking the fucking internet around here. Oh, fucking Christ. Hold on here. We're breaking the internet. I don't know where I lost you all here. Let me see if so a few things here. A lot of what Michael is saying, like top line, a lot of what Michael is saying here, I agree with. Most. And the things that I disagree with here are just small, finer points on data that he might not have seen yet. Outside of that, I'm on all of this. And I'm on all of his macro, I'm on his geopolitics, his White House policy, the hedging flows. He says in here, this is at the flow regime, and then the hedging flows. All of this stuff, I generally agree with. Let me give me a few seconds here. Am I back up? Oh, wait a minute. Am I back up again here? Dude, is like Twitch not up? All right. Hold on. Sorry about that. I got a shit ton of stuff I got to do back here. I know. It's like, we'll get it today. We're getting run over with viewers right now. I'm looking at the viewer count. It's massive across. We stream to like a bunch of different platforms, and we stream to like Twitter, YouTube. We are Twitch, some other places. I forget the names of all of them. And then it's restreamed to other places in Europe and shit. And we're being overrun. I think when I turned the first stream off and reset it, I should have reset my internet, and I didn't. So I'm probably getting like throttled from ATT. I usually have to reset my internet. I never did that, so I apologize out there if you're watching the show. Now this is Michael. His name is not StockTwit. His name is Stockwits Academy. Follow him on Twitter. Most of what I'm reading right now, I agree with in thesis. And I like that he's open to other outcomes here too. We talk about a lot of this stuff in this show. And you know who else talks about a lot of this stuff is Wolf Richter. He talks about a lot of what he is talking about here too. So I liked chatting with him on the show, but I would rather read everything he has to say here, write a bunch of questions out, send them to him so he can prepare to answer them. And I think there are other participants that are on the same page as Michael, and whatever way they look at the market. So I like what he's saying here. Now, this gamma regime is changing rapidly ever since, I want to say last Friday, and even this morning here. Right now, we are experiencing a little bit of roll. You'd always know it, like 1:30, they try to sell us down. This is pretty normal in the afternoon. Like 1 o'clock, 1:30 in the afternoon, start wanting to sell. So be aware of that for where we are. We also hit our first rejection point up here, 595.54. We still have some more targets up higher. We've got 596.05. and we have 596.53. We could see some more draw down here to the downside, so just be aware of the weakness in the market late in the day here. We got a little bit of a bear plane starting up right here with this 1 and 5 minute trigger. We're going to start to look for instigation trades here. Give me one quick second. Just take a quick look here and start looking for some targets to the downside. One quick second here. That's a pretty big downside move, right? 590 is possible on an hourly basis. 590. 590. Let's look at a 15-minute basis here. Yeah, we kind of have to hold this right now. There's that 590. We can't lose this right here. So I'll show you what we have to hold here. Need to hold this one right here. Or we trade 590 next. Big fat round 0. I haven't even had a break today. I haven't pissed or nothing. I wasn't even supposed to be on the show today. I'm so stoked that he came on to the show. Let's watch this closely here. Target down below 590. Right where the hourly trigger is. We're always coming back to this hourly trigger down here. You can see it down below at 590. Watch this closely. Still no confirmation of the trade to 590. We would need to see this break down below here, likely into the 2:30 hour. I got that in the wrong time too. 2:30 right here. Then we want to see the rejection thereafter, and we'd start making our way lower. We're not there yet, though. The target would be somewhere down in here later on. Right down in there. I wouldn't trade like that, though. Trade like that first. Yeah, Spicy. I gotta get him. I gotta get him on the show. I gotta meet him and talk to him. This is kind of ad hoc, but I'd like to get into his brain and like get him to explain this and then look some of this stuff up and maybe give some supporting data for him too. Because I do actually, you guys already know that I read all the fucking data, the actual data that goes against the entire fucking zeitgeist of what I read and people regurgitate on FinTwit all day long. I'm like, oh my God, like I want to pound myself in the head with a hammer sometimes. With some of the shit that people talk about, you know, they're like, again, the consumer is in terrible shape. They're not in terrible shape. As a matter of fact, this stage, I think Michael might have called it chaos or something. And like, why are they doing the chaos trade? So it's because of how well off you actually are with hard data. You can actually take that chaos and absorb it right now. And I'd love to like support some of what he says in these some of the stuff that he says in his thesis. I can support that for him with hard fucking data. So I do want to read through it, write down a bunch of bullet points, get him back on the show, try to talk to him a little bit more here. And I also like that he's agnostic to where we go on this too, and as well as I am, and you should be too. We talk about that around here all the time. These are the doors, how they open and close up and down. As a matter of fact, I was talking to Senior Strategian over the weekend, and I was talking to him on FinTwit going, yeah, we can see 530. That door is open right now. Going into the weekend, it was. And it was open this morning, too, from a perspective of Gamma, but that started to shift as this morning turned into this afternoon. And we're likely finding retailers that are being swept up on the wrong side of this trade. Probably why we have some anger in our chats earlier this morning. People are getting whipsawed with stale data as the market makes these fucking wild-ass moves. And there's greater forces at work as to why this is taking place. It's not just mechanical. Or it is mechanical, but there's probably someone in the background or some interest that's moving this shit around too. There's always the two parts to all of this. It's not just dealer flow or market maker flow, and it's not just always retailers or institutions or hedge funds or family offices. There can be other people moving. We see it all the time, right? We show you guys sometimes flows coming in, condors parking the market with when we're in a low liquidity environment, wanting price to be in a specific place. Dealers claim they don't do it, but we know that they fucking probably do. We know the rise of zero dates is not retailers either. No, right on, right on. We're back up and running, right? At any rate, I gotta take a quick pee. I wasn't expecting to be here. I was like, I'm gonna do the camera, and I was just looking at this camera on Google Meet. My camera looks like it's a fucking 720p like potato or something. I can't even imagine what the stream looks like on a TV. My face would melt off. I'm back up again, baby. We're back up again. Okay, so give me like 5 minutes. I gotta go potty. What I'll do is I'll read all this stuff from Michael. I'll reach out to him with a questionnaire, and we'll try to get a schedule so this doesn't seem so like off the cuff, because I think we agree more than we, and a lot more. So I gotta, but maybe it's my wording or something, or maybe how he's looking at it. So I gotta like rephrase some of this stuff in the questions. But he was awesome having him on. Follow his ass on FinTwit. And he I'll tell you what, I haven't seen anyone out there be able to explain this this morning, that wicking, and he's giving you some answers for why. He's giving you some you guys want that doom trade, right? You just give it a few minutes here. You want to see the rejection? You want to see the buyers are weak up here? Don't go crazy here just yet. You remember they're fucking trapping your asses all last week, so you got to see the fucking weakness in here first. I know you want the fucking down. I know you want the downside move here. Remember too, we're trading on a. Remember too, they were trading on a 1 minute chart on the top right hand side here. So, what might look like to you like bear apocalypse or bull apocalypse, and it's like put it on a fucking daily candle, and it's the goddamn little tiny. With the call wall right here. Wait and see if local support works out. I want to show you guys this really quick. So just so you know here, sorry I'm yawning, I haven't drank any coffee. This was local resistance. It was yellow. And price came up and above. Whoop. And now we're going to back test this. And see if we can hold this and confirm this as from local resistance into local support. We can't say that that's true yet, but we want to. We'll make this green. We know we assume that buyers are going to show up here and turn this into local support. I'll put support with a question mark. Question mark. And do note if we lose this trade here, or if we do lose this theoretical support here, we're going to give it all up till somewhere down in the 59.25 range. We'll likely blast through and trade all this right here. We're not there yet, though. So we'll just watch it closely here. And let me get a better target on SPX for you. And one fascinating thing here is 59. What did I say that was? Here, let's go. Let's look at this down here. If you want to see where those triggered flows are that he's talking about, where we actually trigger those flows, let me show those to you. They're right here. Like, how do we trigger flows? We trigger flows at 59.97.31. Anything above there with a successful back test, and we're going to trigger monster flows. Monster. It won't be pretty. Let me just check one more up here. Check one more place here. Yep, it's the same place. It doesn't matter. I'll leave that white dotted line up there. If you want to trigger like CTAs, primitive traders, vol control funds, like it's right at 5997.31. We're making our way there right now, so let's watch this closely here. I want to just check one more thing over here if I could. What was that? $59.40. Right in here. 59.15, 59.40. Right in here. You're still theoretically pretty fucking bullish. As long as you hold this right here, this big green box right here, which is likely where your hourly trigger would be. I think that's 59.27 and change. So you could theoretically, you're still alive with a trade all the way down here. To actually ping this one, come back down, confirm it, and then up like that. We'll draw that in for you right now. Your next target will be the call wall here. Then back down to find support. Then back up again a little bit. Then whoop, see right up there. If we hold these things as we go. So your main screen here. We can take this run. Theoretically, we can take this run down here. It'd be just fine on a bull trade, still higher. He's got it. I like Michael's take on this, and his take explains these wicks. I've never seen these wicks. I've seen a couple like midday drops, then rumps. I've never seen wicks like this on TradingView. I'm gonna have to hit TradingView up and ask him why. Oh, I lost you right after I lost you guys right after the interview. I was trying to rehash some of it. I didn't know I lost you that long ago. I think Twitch stayed up. YouTube is where I dropped it. I was blabbing away. Blah 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 blah. me just like 5 minutes. I gotta piss. Just let me take my diaper off. Give me like just give me. Let me just take the diaper is ripping now. CJJ is going to remove his diaper. CJJ is going to change his diaper. Miss 5 minutes. I'm going to put this stream back up here. Let me get the new squawker back alive here. Give me just 5 minutes. Be right back, guys. Just 5 minutes. That's it. Feel free to chat. Say, what's up, Mom? Yeah, you know, I got like, you ever see like a. Give me just a few minutes here.
So in 10 minutes time now at 2:45 p.m. Eastern Time, Fed's Bostic is due to be interviewed on BTV.
Don't go shorting that just yet. Hey, look at that buyer showing back up again. No rejection, sucking up. Whoop. Whoo! Oh, you know what that means? We're going right back up here. See that red target right there? They're going to run over all of these sellers right now. Ooh. 595.54 is the target now. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Get rid of this. Get rid of that one. Nope. Yeah, get rid of that one. Nope. 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 Get rid of that one. Get that one. Quick second here. Move that down below. So first, all right. So I guess you guys lost me. So what I did was I was chatting to nobody. Just a quick thing. Thank you to Michael. I'm gonna review everything he's been saying. I agree with almost all of it, and the only things I disagree with is data that's kind of fresher. So there's just finer points, but I'm sure if I showed it to him, be like, yeah, exactly. And so, anyways, I like everything he's saying here, and I'd love to have him back on the show and interview him at some point and dig deeper into this. So we'll try to have him back on the show again. I showed you this earlier here. You don't want to short if you're just following the show for the first time. I don't think we're going down here. I draw this in so that you can see if we fail here. This is a failure of buyers. We'd be tracking to trade 590. But what the buyers showed strength right here. So what we're going to do is trade right back up. We're going to go right back to that last inflection point right up here. So hang tight one second. Thank you. And then we're going to try to trade this just like this right up there. And take out all these sellers once more. We're going to rip their faces off here, believe it or not. What else do I have going on here? Turn that off right there. It was really nice having him on. I haven't seen too many people put that all of that together very well. I always feel like I'm talking crazy to people about this stuff, tying in the geopolitics.
Time now at 2:45 p.m. Eastern Time. We're expecting comments from Fed's Bostic, who appears on Bloomberg TV. We have got the live video to this on the feed for those interested.
No, it's for you guys. I don't need line. You guys don't really understand that I don't need lines. I don't need anything. I just need candles and boxes, man. I can like draw a box and look at candlesticks and know exactly where the fuck we're going. It's fairly easy. I do this for you guys here so that you can visualize what I'm looking at here. So what I'm looking for is the break. I'm actually looking for the break of this little green box, and then I'm looking for the rejection up here to get short here. Like set up the trade short or with 0-day puts, then take the trade to 590. Now, if the buyers run over this person that's up here selling, right? Dealer, whatever it is, selling, they're going to take this fucker right back up into their face right now, theoretically. Well, 70% of the time. So I'm not drawing this because this is where I think I'm going. I'm drawing it so that you guys can follow along. And even right here, even if I just took this away right here, take it away, what are you looking for next? You're looking for all of these little prior highs right here, right? Inflection points on a 1 minute basis, back test of the cross, of course, and then the move higher, right? And you'll even see a possible liquidation break over here, down here, right? I want to see all this hold. Does it have to go down there? No, I just want to see it all hold. So we can continue to go higher here. I'll just remove them. I just won't even put them on the stream anymore for any of you. I'm just kidding. I'll leave them on there. I know that some of you guys want to see this stuff. I want your brains to
$5.54 a barrel, which is up 13 cents or 0.2%.
You know that these should also be like 1, 2, 3 moves or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 moves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can even count like where the high is and stuff, but it's neither here nor there. I don't know if it's a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or not. Let me grab my coffee here. Missed out on coffee. I've been awake working on shit this morning since like crack of dawn. I woke up at like 2 o'clock this morning. Was up at like 2. 2, and then did some work till like 4 a.m. Then I like vegged out for a minute, then back up at 4, then back up at
shortly expecting comments from Fed's Bostic.
6 or something.
On the feed for those interested.
Yeah, I was getting ready for fucking Fight Club, man. Like, what? Like, I kind of figure out, or I kind of understand where the anger is coming from now. A lot of this is making sense to me. I'm assuming that there's a whole bunch of. I'm assuming like. I'm gonna assume here that I'm gonna make some informed assumptions there.
From Macro Headline Risk with Financial Juice Pro. Now
I'm gonna bet
$9 a year for our real-time service
that everyone shorted Friday's open.
Stinker says my vote for
100%
rate cut was partly to make a statement on the economy.
I'm gonna make another assumption. No one shorted the close on Friday, or long puts. Yeah, long puts, sold calls, and fuck how you call it. Let's just make it simple. I'm not gonna get tech. I'm not gonna sit here and describe 3 different ways for you to go short or bearish. Okay, so it's long or short. Keep it simple. Don't be in here trying to correct me on that stuff. I'm not gonna sit here and be like they sold calls or writing calls, none of that shit. Okay, say you were long or short, and I'm gonna guarantee that there was a big bunch of people that were like selling the open on Friday. We rolled early in the morning. We did that twice earlier last week. I came on the show to both days and said we're going up, not down. People were angry.
On Bloomberg TV, the live video is on the feed for those interested.
And what do? We went up, right? So they were probably wrong side of the trade Friday open. Then wrong side of the trade on the close on Friday. I saw a fuck ton of people saying they were long. I saw a fuck ton of people saying they were long over the weekend. And then I saw a fuck ton of people also saying that we were going to the depths of hell and they were going to catch it on Sunday. We went down some on Sunday, but not enough, right? Versus the noise and news and all that kind of stuff. And so this morning, the thesis would be we're going to continue to bloodbath, right? Like Black fucking Monday or something.
But I argue that that number would be quite small.
So I would say that people are getting whipsawed. And then the data is supporting this at different times. Even this morning's data from the weekend is saying bloodbathville. But then, of course, that data flipped at like 8, 9, 10, 11 o'clock, or 9:30, 11 o'clock this morning. That data flipped. No one could get out there and tell you quick enough, so you're just being whipsawed everywhere. That's my assumption. What else? I think people are just being whipsawed. As data is stale.
Restrictive.
So I'm assuming people are angry. And I think that Michael might think that I use TA, but I don't. Well, I use TA as part of it, but I use momentum mostly. I use hedge fund momentum, but I use Elliott Wave. I try to see where gamma people are and Elliott Wave people are and TA people are and Elliott. Yeah, they got them all. Traditional chartists are, but I mostly use momentum. This, I think, my thesis here is that momentum is the end all say all in all of this. And ICT, time and momentum matters more than all of it. But I like to know where everybody is. And flows matter too. Some of gamma matters. Maybe I should try to figure out what I think about all of this stuff. I think it's all as a whole. I like it all together. I like to know who's on first, who's on second, who's on third. How many of those fucking people are on each one of those places? Oh, really, Goliath? Yeah, I think there's been some whipsawing, or whipsawing up and down.
England's Dingra says, I won't rule out a scenario where global trade.
I don't think the trade to 530 is invalid either. When
I don't think that's where we're headed.
He said that in his posts today. Or over the past week, or today, or whatever. Like, he's open to the trade to 5,300. I'm like, I see that trade all day long, too. I was speaking to Senior Strategy yesterday, and I'm like, I don't know what we get. It could be a quick pullback and we go higher, or we could blood the whole fucking market. I'm like, I'd love 530. I wouldn't love to see a new market low, of course. I think we talked about this last week before, the can't stop, won't stop trade, which I think this is what he's talking about here, or his upside trade is the can't stop, won't stop trade. Price action today looks like the can't stop, won't stop trade. It's basically not even a can't stop, won't stop. This is the trade right here on a 1 minute basis. Oh, wait, what? No. This is the trade right here. So here, let's get rid of all this. So I can show you the trade that we're in on a daily candle with a 1 minute candle right here.
Bill signing ceremony. We'll see if there's a live video for this available.
We have. This is mid-February right here.
Bank of England's Dingra says, my working hypothesis is that the dollar depreciation is not going to put immense pressure on.
Voice news disconnected.
And you can count bars on this on any frame. If this was the monthly trigger down here, you can also see, look at even these bars right here. Down, right? Up, down, nope, it's up, nope, down, right? And then bam to the downside. We're currently trading right now in the actual market right here. That's where we are. Right there. And this is the inflection point. This is it right here. And you know that if we fail this here, we go way down, right? A matter of fact, anywhere along the way, if we fail, it's the can't stop, won't stop. We'll go down here. So what you need to see the market do here is you need to see the trade higher, right? In a new high, which is we're right here right now. This is like you are here. We're actually like right here. You want to see that new high, and then even if we pull back, right? You want to see that pullback hold, but you want to see that new high. This is the all-time high in the market, and the reason you need to see that it is mostly because it's telling you that we peak making the peak above. We're telling you that we're stronger than you are, and any pullback will be held. We'll actually make a new high, and any failure along the way results in this huge downside move. If right now on this trade, right where we are in this 1 minute, if you see, let's say you see this failure here, you would immediately expect us to trade down to 590. We'll take that trade, that next leg. That's 1, 2, and 3. Hold on here. Give me 1 quick second, guys. I got to take this call. Just watch out here. We failed to get that new high at the 3 o'clock hour here. We needed that new high just then. Could get rope-a-doped in here. We missed it by a penny up here. I wasn't paying close attention here. Right in there. So you can see that. Sorry about that. I had to take a phone call there for a minute. I had Joey Donut was calling me. I had to take the call. We just posted inside the Discord that there's still windows of weakness here. We've got a couple of them. We've got one for expiration, and we got one more for like end of month, like coming into end of month before new monthly flows. I just got an email from Scott. What did he? Let me read what he just said. That expiration was one more day out. Do I have that wrong? Hold on here. Did I get the day wrong? It doesn't matter. I think it's one more day out. Let's take a look here. Yeah, that's one more day. We got one more day for expiration. I don't think it's tomorrow. I think it's one more day out. What's he saying here? One more rolling OPEX short vol gas vol supplied on a strip of SPX options in that mirror VIX. It is often a watershed moment for higher market volatility until near end of the month when the Havana Charm part of the cycle OPEX takes over. Yeah, so I agree with this. So just bought expiration a day early. Watershed moment toward unclench. Let's just take a look at this really quick. If you haven't seen enough charts around the comedy that is excessively stuffed Gigatag clown card, its outperformance here is one more for you. This shows QQQ relative to QQQ SPY MW. The good test 90 since the beginning of last year. Imagine this as being a hedge fund long queues and short all of these other areas of the. Hold on, I gotta. So wait a minute, I gotta sign in here. Can I sign in? Yeah, why am I not signed in again? Continued. I gotta see this on. Oh, I gotta get a fucking email. Are you kidding me? All right, hold on. Let me sign in here. 657213. Oops. All right, we're saying here. I'll post VIX Tuesday this month due to Juneteenth. Change was Thursday, Friday, or next week. Oh, okay, I see. This record last June in the month saw some sizable swings. Yeah, he's saying watch out for Doom tomorrow. It's still viable. Let's see here. Yeah, we haven't unclenched at all. Diamond was out today. Yeah, Diamond was out ripping today. He was on fire. Yeah, be careful here as we come into this close. If they run it down, I mean, we're still above the hourly trigger on SPX for tomorrow. You'd need to blast through 5,900 down here, right? You'd still be in positive gamma. I posted this in the Discord earlier. Let me read some of this to you here. He said, let me start at the beginning here. What did he say? Expiration day a day early. Oh no, this is from 2024. Hold on. I'm mixing this up here. Hold on. What am I missing here? Was this from today? Vol Smash Mafia is basking in QE. Hold on. I'm trying to read some of this stuff here. This is 9:30 this morning. Price action we have seen for this show probably fight this down move in the morning. Yeah, I agree with that. As vol is sold. Remember, I agree with that. That happened earlier. We saw that this morning. Remember, short. Yep, but then the euro close might be the ceiling, or vol sold. Nope, it was a little bit later, 1:30. And we got fooled by gammas turning deltas, dragging the market up. Of course, buying at the wrong time. Well, hedge funds just went bananas, buying the most stocks since December 21. Monday, yeah. Just check this really quick. I just want to make sure I got this. All right. Let's go look at VIX really quick here. Hold on here. VIX isn't telling us anything. VIX 9-day isn't. It's actually got a fucking gap to close down below over here. Still has more. We still have more gap to close down here. So VIX is telling us up. Yeah, I would have to say that if you believe in it, this is possible here, but well, the only thing that I would say about this trade is I wouldn't trade it. I would just, like, if it happens, be a buyer down below. Let me just see some of this stuff really quick. Post OPEX of expiration happens 2 times. Yep. Surprising that we approach volatility as the lows of the year. Yep. We're kind of there right now. Read some of this stuff here. They're trying to claim right now that GDP looks good right now. Unless this is from a prior post, maybe that he's talking about. Yeah, he's making the commentary right now that we like the negative unclench or negative in relation to the stock market. Unclench usually happens when we're at lows on Vixpiration, or we're at lows on Vixpiration, but VIX 9-day here has got like it is backtesting right now. It is backtesting right now, this hourly velo to go higher tomorrow. We are in a low here, but there is a giant fucking gap down here. You look at this here. Yeah, second here, guys. It does look bullish. You know, I would leave it with this. Here, let's go back and look at this. I mean, we got some of it already, right? We already got some of the expiration trade right here. I think that Scott's saying that it's possible we could get one more of these moves here today or tomorrow before an unclench. We could get like a big downside move. I would just say if we got it, as long as we're above, if we got another one, I would say just like this morning, buy the fucking dip. It's probably just another opportunity to get long, as long as we're above the gamma flip, which we are already. So I think you would need to see like, and we got this gap down here to close, so we still haven't closed this gap down here. You know, this is the big tease. But you know, theoretically, even if we do the blast down, you just want to be a buyer here. Not necessarily, we hedged this. I think you leave the hedge on. And I think you're still a buyer as long as we're above this positive gamma here. And I think Michael mentioned this. I don't know exactly what he gave for a number, but it was close. I think he gave like 58.90 or something. I think he gave 58.90. Maybe that was ES too. It could be wrong, but on SPX it's 58.60. I think his point was if we began to lose this, but I don't agree with that. We could blast all the way down here in one quick rip. It wouldn't matter at all. So I wouldn't take this trade necessarily at this point, but I would remain hedged, then continue to buy these dips unless we break. We'd have to be in negative gamma. Like that's part of the thing here is like you need to be like, we're still above positive gamma there. You literally need to be underneath this and then the rejection. To then sell the rip. So there's still no sell the rip setup here. Not that I can see. Or maybe that was maybe I'm just I think maybe we just need to talk to him more because it's not just the break here, it's like the break below into negative gamma, right, where and it's not even just the break below here. You don't really get the aggressive dealer selling unless you get under. This is more neutral gamma. You'd need to like get underneath that neutral gamma, and then you need to get the second low. Then dealers join in, and they want to fucking party. You know, let's look at this really quick as a group here. So, I think him and I are just mixing words, maybe. So, and this is where there's all this like hedging activity for lower. There is, but you can't trigger that unless you can't trigger that unless you go you know, into this negative gamma, and then the next one, and then it's party time. And that's where you bring up the question of where does it go. So on an hour basis, let's look at it closer. And you still have shit to contend with, like you have to break below, like you can still be like in, like even here you have to contend with this, and then this, and I see the 5,300 down here, and this 52, it's actually 5,200, and then minimum that. So you have like the inflection point right where we are. You get the inflection point right here, and then you have the inflection point down here, and then you got another one, which would be the new low, or the bottom of the market to test, and that's a whole bigger trade. So, I get the thesis though too, because if you do lose trend, then that downside target's 468. 4,700 on SPX, but there's some other crap down here. If you break 5,600, you might as well take this shit down here. This is all bullshit here. We'd probably drag price all the way down there. It'd probably be something like, you'd catch that bounce. Somewhere in there, but then you'd probably be dragging ass the whole way up. And there's no support back there, so like grinding, and then trading higher would be the trade. I wouldn't say trade it unless you're hedged. I would just say stay long your hedge. There's nothing here showing it, so. I mean, you can still do expiration tomorrow and still be in line. I would say it's just another opportunity to buy the dip. You would need to see pre or 1 day before expiration, or the unclench or whatever. Need to be under this, and then you're getting like, hey, it's on. We got the dealers on our side to the downside, but you need to be there first. You can't just do it from like ticking this stuff. You can with a hedge, but you can't do it with intraday. If this is any measure of why you can't do this, they just ramped us right back up here for a new high. So not giving up that new low. And there's no expectation that we do. The expectation would be we could go just straight here and then back up again. Even the worst case, the buyers are thought to be right here. So you're not getting your new low, and you're not getting your theoretical, this whole move right here. So you'd want to react to this trade more than anything. So all you're going to do is react here. I wouldn't take this trade. You could hedge it. If you're not already hedged, you can hedge it, but hedge isn't fucking bared up or whatever. Let's see if he says anything else here. I wouldn't say do anything about this trade, or just react to it. Let me check something else here and see if there's anything else pointing towards it going. SPX is showing lower highs on velocity on a 30-minute basis. That kind of points towards it. Hold on, let me put this back up. I'm trying to get out of a trade right now. I had stops triggered. The 30-minute velo looks like garbage. You can see it right here. Our 30-minute hourly velo looks like shit on SPX. Could be one more roll coming. Thesis is that we go up. Just note here that if we get like expiration tomorrow, we get like blood and doom, blood and guts and all that kind of stuff. It can be really fast. Sometimes this signals a trend change too, but we wouldn't be there yet. You need to be, underneath this and then change everybody to buying puts somewhere over there. And they're already hedged as fuck. Like I looked at that hedging. I don't see the hedging though that's farther out in time. I think we're under hedged. Let's go look. Yeah, dude, look at this. We got 59.60. I'll show you guys a couple things here. It's like even we've got the highest bar now is 59.60 on 1 dates for calls. And net gamma. Let's go look at net gamma and see if there's any important strikes down there. I would say that we're fucking under hedged down there. There's the put wall right here. That's 58.75. This is if we broke through this 58.75. The target would be 5,300. There it is right there, 5,300. 58.75, but you still need to get underneath that, all the rest of that stuff. 58.75, let's look. Yeah, it's right here. Like, even then, it doesn't mean it's going to happen. You need to get locked underneath that 58. So you'd have like, yeah, right there, right where I fucking said it was. Like, you'd have to like break under here, and then hold under here. Now it puts you underneath that gamma bar, that giant fucking bear gamma bar. So we're not there yet for that trade. Nothing's changed. Like absolutely fucking nothing has changed here. Like nothing fundamentally, materially, gamma-wise, nothing has changed here. Zero. I would not take this trade as a bear, personally. You could take it with like a ratio or something, or some calendars maybe. You do the calendar thing again, but I'm not buying it here. I think this is it. We did it. If we did it again, you'd still want to be a buyer here, unless like, I don't know, like price comes down here and you're watching for that bounce. You don't catch that bounce. It just like kind of fucks around down here. Blast down, then it kind of fucks around here. But then like in there, you're fucking trying to sell everything to 5,300. You get super short in here. But we're not there yet. We're still not off trend, and we're still not off positive gamma. So there is no trade here, unless you wanted to just reaction trade long. And we got the new high right here. We never got this low down here. Nothing. I got nothing on that trade right now. Or nothing to say about that trade, I mean. Or nothing to say in terms of like, we're going to do this tomorrow. Just if the opportunity presents to be the same thing as this, you buy this for the way up. And look at what they did in this up trade. We figured it would go halfway. We figured it would go right there, and it blasted one more time. Took everyone's stops up here. So we're parked up here. You can see it. And 1 day call gamma is higher. Right, it's right here for this trade. You can see it right here. 1 dates are look at that shit. 59.60, 59.5. And that puts us not to the downside. It puts us it puts us back to trading this right here. Matter of fact, it puts us back into trading this and then that right there. We hit that one. We failed that one right there, but we haven't traded this yet. So it would be more something like this. This and this, maybe down. And then this. Oh, sorry. Oh, nope, you'd hit this one first. It's kind of a garbage looking trade. Hold on here. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second here. Yeah, I got to get out of this trade. Hold on, guys. Oh, yeah. Back alive again. I didn't get out quick enough. I don't have any upside stops in this stuff. I should have put some on. Okay, so expectations for tomorrow, preliminary expectations. There is no trade. There is no VIX. I mean, there is a VIX. There is a expiration trade to the downside tomorrow. You'd want to use it though as an opportunity to get long. The trade is higher, not lower here. Without VIX expiration or an unclench, I guess, to an unwind or an unclench. We had a little bit of that this morning into this open, but they bought it all again. They bought it all. Or I'm on the wrong side here. They ramped. They fucking just took it as an opportunity to get long as fuck again down here, right? We saw here's the dotted line up, and then they just put the fucking screws to you. So, what I would say to you is remain hedged. The way is higher into this close here, and tomorrow higher. Now, if we do get any kind of unwind or unclench because of VIX tomorrow, or on VIX expiration on Wednesday or the day after or something like that, if there is an unclench, unless we're breaking below, where are we at? Unless we're breaking below, dude, and they got these fucking 59.60s. Like we're magnet in this shit up here. We got more gamma on this upside than we do the downside. So up here, unless we lose positive gamma down below, even on an unclench, and the way is still higher. So you'd need to like to get like bearish, like, hey, I'm fucking short, like where you guys get all bared up and shit. You still need to see like break, new low, get trapped underneath that net gamma bar. This one over here. Hang tight here. SPX gamma net. Oh, SPX net gamma. I'm like, see, you need to get underneath. You need to get underneath right here. You got to get underneath. This is 58.75. You'd have to like literally trade underneath this and then reject it. And the moment you do that, it's on. I mean, not that deep. It's like this one, 5,300. But not until then. So there is no doom trade right now. Not yet. And we're trying to pin this upside move here. So hold on, I gotta get out of this. I'm in a bunch of fucking zero dates here right now. In this close, I gotta watch this. I got a bunch of fucking. They're 14 cents right now. I guess I leave them on until the fucking bitter end at 415. I got this as my target up here. I just want to be in the money here, 595. Yeah, maybe I'll grab some fucking zero date puts if we crank into the close. Maybe. But I don't like 415 or something like that. For tomorrow, some other notes here for tomorrow. We got to talk about some. I got a bunch. We missed a lot of shit today. We're wrapped up doing everything we're not supposed to be doing. So just a few notes here. We are light on news this week. There's not a ton of it that the market thinks is important, but I do want you to know we've got like more fucking Fed speakers tomorrow. We got like Barkin at 9 a.m., Bostic at 9 a.m., Collins at 9:30. We got Musalem at fucking 1 p.m. Then we got like Kugler at 5 p.m., Daly at 7 p.m., and Hammock at 7 p.m. tomorrow. We got like Fed speakers all day long tomorrow. And then we get 30-year, or Wednesday we get, so if we had like, if there's like any reason to sell, could be tied to Fed speak maybe. Also get on Wednesday the 30-year mortgage rates, mortgage applications. We know the 30 years tied in, roped in, right? Their 10s and 30s right now are hot topics. And we got a 20-year bond auction at 1 p.m. tomorrow. That's interesting to note too. And then on Thursday, one of the big ones is existing home sales. We do have claims on Thursday as well, jobless claims, continuing claims, initial claims. Unemployment looks great right now, I'll be honest with you guys. It looks good. Jobs look good. The data does not. The data is, and theoretically, should deteriorate once we really absorb these tariffs. And some shortages and shocks from shortages and stuff like that. But I don't know that it's permanent right now. Not where we are. Dude, 14 cents? What the fuck are you doing? Pay this shit. At least give me my money back into the close. Hit 5.95 into the fucking bell. Interestingly, Sunday, we have Jerome Powell speaking at 2:40 p.m. Keep that one up on your fucking Google alerts or whatever. Go higher. Tuesday of next week, we've got durable goods. That's a big one. Durable goods, man. You want some fucking volatility. Tuesday the 27th at 8:30 a.m. That's going to be a doozy. But it doesn't make a trend. Where are we going? Let's go up higher. Up fucking high. Up more. 19 cents. I'm fucking like 1 penny back to fucking flat right now. Oh, please, just give me one more fucking bar up here. Intraday high is right here. 595.54. I ain't fucking selling. Fuck you. Go up there. Like, do it at 415. Take all their fucking stops the whole goddamn way. There ain't no time left, baby. Can't stop, won't stop. Let's do it. Don't fuck me on fucking on option interest bullshit either in IV. Take the 15 cents and get out there telling me. I'm looking at it right now. I was like 2 pennies short. They're like, get out. They're like, fuck you and your fucking shitty 0 dates. I'm just going to hang on to them till fucking 4:15. Fuck them. Let them go to 0. They can eat my balls. It was a good day today, so fuck off. Yeah, we're going to do Vixpiration the other way. All-time highs, baby. So, just in preliminaries, if you're watching the show right now, nothing's changed. Keep your hedges on if you have them on. Or I've got mine on. I'm not leaving that. I'm leaving that shit on. No capture trade for Vixpiration Eve tomorrow. Though it's viable, I would use it as a buying opportunity to get long for June and July. All this talk from Jamie Dimon and risk to markets and stuff like that, I'm not buying that shit. Oh, fuck yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. No. Yes. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. That was a fucking baller candle. That shit went to fucking 39 cents or higher, I think. Holy fuck. Look at that beautiful fucker right there. Oh, yes. It's the 21st. It's not tomorrow. Unless I got this shit wrong. I know that everybody thinks it's tomorrow. Unless I got it wrong, I could possibly have this shit wrong. The calendar that I've got says the 21st. Fucking wrong here? Yeah, today's just last day to trade them. Tomorrow's just last day to trade them. The actual expiration is 21st. I think that just could be a mistype. And now they're rolling them now. Like, do I buy some puts here maybe? I just fucking made some money up in here. Hold on a second here. This shit, give me a second here, guys. This shit's moving so fucking fast, not even funny. Hang tight here. What's the one date looking like? Dude, one dates are still fucking on right now. 5965. And maybe we sell the open tomorrow instead, not the overnight. I think we could watch maybe the opening tick if we're up on 596 tomorrow. Like maybe it's a matter of like just selling the open, like up here in the open tomorrow, and then boom, downside. That's option number 2. That might be viable. Yeah, I got that right, don't I? 21st. I think it's just a misprint. I don't think what he's saying is like, oh, he thinks it's tomorrow. I think he's just misprinting it. You think buy puts at 414 today? I don't think so. I think we buy them tomorrow. There's all this gamma still on here for higher. I think we fucking sell the open tomorrow. I don't think we're selling tonight. I bet you they print these fucking things on tomorrow's bell and it's auto fucking sell to the downside. just be aware of it. Make sure that if you are long here, like openly long, I don't know, in like weeklies or dailies, just be aware that make sure you can swing that low tomorrow if we do it. You'll have a brief again tonight. I'll give you guys another brief tonight. I want you guys to know something before I go here. You can't blame. I want to tell you guys something here to leave you with something here. You cannot blame, like, you really, truly, I was like, if it came off like I was shitting on Spot Game earlier today, you can't shit on him. And you can't shit on anyone else out there telling you bad shit about these guys. And I'll tell you why. These guys don't watch this shit 24 hours a day. You know that they don't, right? No one out there does like a fucking brief and then streams with you at 9:30 in the morning until 4:30 all day long. They don't do it. I know they don't. I'll tell you right now, they don't. They're not watching like a hawk and then getting information out to people quick enough, I don't think. Or the way they word things is always open-ended. You guys know that I can be wrong here. You guys know that I give you like likely path, and then we live trade it, right? As situations change. And this is a good example here where if you looked at Friday's close, the hedge is where it was at. And the print this morning showed that people, they didn't hedge with ratio spreads. They bought fucking puts. They literally, or they sold calls or bought puts for today, like two-day expiry. That's a viable trade if you own the market. SPY puts are cheap. They're dirt fucking cheap. So, and the way the market structure was looking into OPEX, where you don't know where gamma is and net gamma is, you can't blame these guys, because even at this morning's open, the gamma picture looked like dog shit. So, like having that entire thesis for these guys, and then coming into this morning, I mean, we had us going up this morning, right? Your brief this morning had us going up today. So I don't know how you do that as most of these guys, just change that outlook that quickly for an intraday move higher. And I didn't have the total upside move today either. So what I would say too is, I don't know how fast people can, I don't know, disseminate all of that information like everywhere so that you're consuming it. So if you got caught this morning, maybe, or you missed Friday, you're getting whipsawed or something like that, just note that the dynamics in this market right now at this moment for where we are, they're fucking, it's like the read is changing drastically quickly, and you could be being whipsawed in this. And if you are being whipsawed in this, I would only leave you with this today. Same as I told you on Friday. Hedge and look for any low that they give you to buy until we roll below that gamma. I'm going to show you that. I want to show you guys this simply, okay? This is a fairly easy way to do this. You guys have access to, even if you're a supporter, you have access to SPY on the website, to manipulatable chart with all of the stuff on it. I want to show you guys this, like, really fucking simple. Here, let me show it to you on. No, hold on here. Here, I'm gonna delete all this stuff because you guys get SPY, right? Pro traders get this all day long, but I really got to impress this upon you guys. Let's just go here. One of the beauties of triggers and velocity, like a beautiful fucking thing, is, hold on here. I mute any of this stuff here. And specifically ES works better, but SPX for cash market. Let me just show you this really quick here. So here's SPX. And I shouldn't have done it. I just move that, mute all of this bullshit here, mute that, mute premium, ICT, mute all that stuff. Here's, I'll make this simple for you. Like we can make this as simple as you want. One of the beauties of triggers and velocity is velocity can be quite predictive. Now, velocity is combined with layers of velocities. Like if daily velocity is bullish, you're going to expect dips to be bought on the hourly trigger. Now, the hourly trigger can get weak, but still be supportive. That makes any fucking sense to you. Even though hourly might be weak, you saw it today, we went all the way down to it, but it held up still, even though it's weak, because daily velocity is bullish right now. Except for this close here. Now, but what's important, it stacks. What's most important here, though, is this. So I want you to understand that if you're trying to call this like huge downside move, right? Like, hey, we are going to trade, you name it. We're going to trade this. We're going to trade this. We're going to trade bigger down. You don't have to make it hard. You don't need the entire fucking trade. You don't need like the top calling thing. All you need to do is see that. All you need to do is see that break of that hourly trigger, and then that new low, and you're just Johnny in the spot, you know, with like something with a Q behind it, triple leveraged fucking short in cash market or something, whatever it is, that savage shit you're using, triple leveraged 0 to 8 fucking tech puts or something. But you want to just wait for that to happen, and you only need this part of the trade. You don't care if we break through this and go lower. You're going to get back on the trade here. And you're taking the meat of this and the meat of this only. Even if you have that outlook, you're still not actively trading it until we get there. And we're still not there right now. So, and to boot, you see these excessive downside moves, you know, vol control gang or funds, CTAs, COTs, they're just like eating this shit up. Like any kind of weakness, they're just eating. So the hedge is appropriate, and don't be getting crazy unless we do that break and new low. Even if we break, you can't do it. Even if we have like a expiration and go down here, you still can't do the uber fucking bear trade. You really need to wait for that second rejection, that big gamma rejection right there. That's a bar, by the way, that would be represented by those bars that I show you. But you can be there waiting to hit it. One slice down doesn't cut it. I think maybe that's what Michael and I today had a little miscommunication on. Is he was saying, yeah, if we get down there, it's on to the downside. Yes, but you still need the down, and then you need the rejection. You need both. You need the down move, then the rejection of that gamma bar, and the new low, and that automatically puts you in that stance of, here are my stops, right? You know, if we fucking go up here, right? I'm told to stop. I take the stop off, and then I'm out of here. You know, yeah, or yeah, you kind of get it, right? Kind of get it there. Down move, right? Up, right? You need that next failure. You need a failure of that prior high that's somewhere in there, and then you need that new low, and then you're Johnny on the spot, and you're off and running to the downside. If you follow that rule, you'll be safe. Generally speaking, 7 out of 10 times. Known edge, white papers done on this. So just be aware of that from today into tomorrow. I'll give you a brief on this tonight, but you got to forgive these guys. I read some of their reports from this morning, and their reports are right. The reports looked ugly, and data is changing fast. Like the data from 9:30 this morning to the data this at like 9 or 11:30, like fucking flipped. I don't know how they'd get that to you guys. I don't know how they could do that. Like I don't know how they could tell you that quickly enough. You could. Some of the reports I read this morning were crazy. Like not crazy. In hindsight, they're crazy. But even if I had, they're diametrically opposite of what I gave you this morning. They were like, "Fuck that guy." You know what I mean? So just like their wording is kind of not all of them, but like one of the ones I read was like, Well, it doesn't have to go there, but you know, all this stuff says it is. Wink, wink. So, I would wait for the confirmation and for that to play out to get that trade going. Like, let's say you still believe in that trade right now. You still want to execute that trade the way that you are. You're likely getting fucking whipsawed up and down, and getting murdered, getting phone calls and emails, and waking up with fucking, oh my God. And this could be long too, I guess, right? Waking up with nightmares, then waking up and it's all better again. Just take it as it comes. I'll see you tomorrow at 9:30 in the morning. The rest of you, I'll have a brief up for you. I'm just going to wait for the what do you call it, for the 9 p.m. Asian futures to open. If you wanted me to draw you out something quickly here, like preliminary, I could do that for you. If you want, you guys want to see like something preliminary maybe? So you're not like, you guys are getting fucking, I can tell that people are getting hammered out there. It's up from here, bros. Hold on, SPOOS or SPY. We still haven't hit 600 yet. There's 600. That's the natural sell point, right? Hang tight, guys. It's right fucking there. Look at how goddamn close we are to it. It's so fucking close. Look at us inching this shit up. And this is a new week too. You know, this is a new fucking weekly candle here. We had last week's candle was like, nope, not on first attempt. This week's candle, man, is like, fuck it, let's do it. And this week just started. Yeah, maybe we get the unclench later in the week, but hold on here. And that fucking 82. Hold on here. Mine a week. I can't go and do this on a weekly basis. Hold on. Let's do it in an hour. This shit is non-fucking stop relentless. I know you want this like bloodbath. Even then, like, where's the weekly thing? 596. So 507. And then there's the beatings will continue trade. Hold on. Okay. Remember that fucking. Remember this, like, or not on SPY, but on SPX. Dude, look at this hour bar here. I mean, just look at this shit. That's all fucking green. There's the jump from 85. There's 83. There's 80 down here. 77, 75. Oh, man, dears. There's 90. 80. Dude, I'm telling, like, see this island right here? See this, like, whole island right here? Like, this is a big ass island right here. You're going to put another fucking one right here. You're going to slam another one, like, right here. That's going to be a big ass sell there, though. I mean, that's like 1, 2, 3. And then you're looking at this, like, 60198. And you know what's even more important here is, do we wick that right there? That's going to matter. Because this will tell you that you're coming back up again. And I think this is like the beatings will continue until we get some misses here. All this can end. All this can end. But it would just be better to be showing on SPX because the trend is like right here. And look at that fucker right there. God damn. That shit is no fucking joke right there. And that this is the SPX hourly trigger right here, I'm assuming. And you're like hitting that fuck. If you like went up here and just extended, the wick, just kiss it, and this will be held. And that would then open the door to that trade. This would fail, I believe. Let me just check that. That's the halfway gap. I'm not saying like all these guys are telling you we're gonna roll. Yeah, we just need to, at least on SPY, not SPOOs, but at least on SPY, you'd need to $9:30 on Thursday. 9:30 on Thursday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Right here? Yep, right here. Okay. So, and here's where it gets crazier. Here's where it gets insane. This is where shit gets insane. Like, so just watch this with me. Like even if you wanted that big old trade, right? That big old like fuck you doom trade, you still need to like you need to fail like tomorrow. You need one of these to fail, like one of that shit to fail. Break under here, get under here, and even then you're still talking about you need to be under 580 basically. You need the initial break of 580, and then you would need the new low, and then only then can you say trend is dead. Is my real point here. And what they'll do is they'll just keep punching you higher, punch you higher, punch you higher. You know, and then you're like down here, and you know, now you're fucking around with 6,000 here, and this triggers flows like this triggers fucking big flows, and you're kind of like your whole entire thesis of doom is out. These fuckers will come in here, like these CTA trend followers, the commitment of traders, the fucking all like the flows from asset managers and shit. All this shit kicks in over here, and there's a fucking. If you're a bear out there and you're like not a hedging bear, you gotta wait for this. You have to. Today's a prime example. Back up again. Grind. And they'll repeat this shit until they're parked up here. You know, and if they're breaking above the 600 and this pull down right here, you know, this is like you're talking about fucking triggering these like insta flows, wham, all-time highs. Fuck you. You know what I mean? Then wham, this pullback, even if it came down to like the daily trigger that's now crossing and shit, it ain't gonna matter. They're gonna be fucking all over. Like this thing here, this fucking thing will be flying up here, wham, and before you know it, even though you're triggering those flows, you're still talking about like, you know, new flows for the month, and they're just off and running again on you into, you know, like you're not maybe not that high. You're like this high, fail the first test of the all-time high. You know, before you know it, it's like down here, and you're just like right back where you started, right? That's that place you need to get short there, right? And then they're just, you know, fucking on your ass into the 20th. You get the all-time high on the 20th or some shit of June, and you're just getting eaten the fuck up. So, hedging is fine. I think hedging anywhere in here is fine. You know, if you get a big bad drop or a big bad doom or something, you get a print. You hold that hedge too through all of this. You don't fuck around with that hedge. Just leave it on. And that's where it starts, right over here. You can see with your hedging opportunities start right here for some kind of nasty roll, failure kind of a thing. Like you're not failing the back test and all that kind of stuff. And if you're not hedging and you want to get like fucking short, you need to be underneath this fucking bar right here. Like you literally do. You got to be under that fucking bar. They're literally setting this up, this like 80 pound at the 600. Buy all the dips down here. This is like a jump point right here. You're a fucking bull until this fucking line here breaks with new lows. Until this breaks with new lows anywhere. Over here, this is like your jump point. They're just buying it up. Like buy. They'll buy that. They'll buy it again over here. They're fucking right here, these guys. Fucking buyers are just hanging out in here. Telling you. You guys want to snip that, you can. You need this. You need this here. You need this over here. You need it like over there. Any of that. And it ain't there. And this, you could even do this like expiration thing down here. Still be alive. You know, like that, the erases expiration as a, you know, fuck you Moody's, fuck you expiration. You only get so many windows for an end clench. You only get so many. And what are you going to fucking say at some point? Moody's didn't do it. Maybe it's Jerome or a speaker or a deal that doesn't go through, or at some point, what, durable goods is going to do it? That would probably be your next best bet would be durable goods is the only thing I can think of here. Powell's speech on a Sunday, maybe. Try to get it underneath. I'm like looking for anything. You're looking for like any kind of bad shit. I mean, what are you guys going to be looking for at some point is like, I don't know, somebody farted or something. You need like a headline Trump risk or something. I don't know what else. I mean, if Moody's ain't going to do it, what else is going to do it for you? You had China this morning coming out and trying to shit on the market. Nothing's working, is it? So just be patient if you're a bear. If you want to look at that on a, if you want to look at that here, if you want to look at this on a, I'll delete all this. If you want to snap a picture of this for yourself, this is what you need. Here's your gamma flip. You can see it's even lower than the shit island. Here's the halfway point. So like you need to break shit island, poop island. Anytime you didn't break it today. So you need to like break shit island, get underneath it, and then we can start the conversation about all this, like how all this data looks. I just read 2 major reports from this morning. I know the market is reading that shit in general. So, and that data is like flipping the script. It's like, yeah, it's there, now it's gone. Now that's there, now it's gone. That's there, it's gone. You know, you need price to show you that way. Price is the way. Price is the only thing that's going to show you that. The only thing that's going to show you that is getting underneath and especially in day market. You know, the day walkers are in there. I don't care if they take it over there in the nighttime, but during the daytime or at nighttime, the equivalent to ES down here. Not until we see that it's going to happen. I didn't think I was going to be here all day. That was going to be here for like a couple hours. It's now like 4:30 in the afternoon. You got to see that action. And no, it doesn't matter when it happens. Hey, you didn't call that or whatever. You really have to see it. You have to see that price action. It's not how this shit trades. Like, it's like anything. Like, if you're coming into support, resistance, and you think this is support, you know, you come bam, bam, right, bam. You can't even buy a dip. If you're a bull, you have to wait for the new high, the back test that's successful. You want that hourly trigger, whatever triggers underneath you, 1-5 daily, whatever it is. And you start getting long here with stops underneath. It's the same fucking thing on the inverse. If you don't see that, if you don't see that new high, that's when we start breaking under. This is what's happening right now. This is exactly what's happening right now in the inverse. So we just keep going down until you get the okay, we're going up sign. You know, like we're down here, and then you're like, okay, did I see the break of the new high or not? Did I see this? Nope. Right? I saw this cap, and all of a sudden it's down again. We're in the inverse of this right now. So, and that's why like the beatings will continue until morale improves. Statement I just made. You gotta wait. Be patient, or else they'll keep doing this bullshit to you. They're gonna keep doing this to you. They're gonna hammer you, and that's what they're doing here, right? Hammer you, hammer you, hammer you. You can look right here. Just look at this. Open your eyes and look. Like, nope, half-hour trigger, up, new high, back, nope, up, back, new high, back, new high. Oh, you know, guess what? Fuck you too. These are all opportunities for bulls to stay or get long. You got to get underneath that shit, and you gotta make a new low too. Even the drop underneath is not good enough. You need both, or 3 things. You need the drop underneath. You need the firm rejection of that hourly trigger, and then that new low. The moment you see that, fucking on. Slam, 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 slam. Just look at that price action right here. Just on SPX. Look at it. Fuck you, no. Fuck you, no. Fuck you, no. You can't do that. Not here. Not where we are. I'll keep drawing these fucking charts every day. Keep drawing these charts every day for you. It's going to show you. Oh, it's going to show you this. I'm going to show you this every fucking day until we break underneath. And then it changes. And that's why this morning when I gave you that brief, it showed an up move, didn't it? We didn't break through that support. So up. And in that in that brief from last night, I gave the opportunity for the sell on the hourly trigger, didn't I? I gave the opportunity here for, I left it available to sell this hourly trigger and make a new low, right? Like right here. Somewhere in here, I think maybe it was right here. I think I drew it to like right here, and then I said, nope, if you can get underneath it, we'll go down. That's not what happened, did it? We held it, squeezed it, and, they're going to try to do that shit again. Squeeze you again. So the ball was in the Bulls' court this morning, and, right, if the sellers could hold that, that showed that the sellers were weak. What didn't it? Right, we squeeze all the fuck up here. New high. On the day. On the day. So, and there was no new low, was there? I mean, look at that. There's no new fucking low in here. No new low. At the late hours, like 2:30. Like, if anything, this shit is like ready to rock. Like, look at this. This is on an hourly basis. This shit is ready to rock. Like, this shit's ready to rock from right here. And this is where it gets crazier. If you look at an hourly basis right now, they don't even need to fucking hold this. Like we could literally wake up tomorrow, right? And look at this. This is from all the way down here. Like these buyers on just an hourly basis, well, it'll be higher tomorrow in the morning, but this line will be in the AM, depending on where we are, it'll be right here. But even this will turn into a 4-hour bar right here. So we're still back to whatever the fuck that is. This will turn into tomorrow, but even if it is, you'll have a 4-hour candle down here. And they're fucking buying again. And they haven't given it up yet. So that's still what it would look like, I think, in the morning, something like that. Not price action necessarily coming down, just like this is dotted. This is saying to you, hey, we could go all the way down here and go up there. So they're long. They're long as fuck right now. They're long. I'm telling you, they're fucking long. And every time you give that shit up, like giving this shit up today, that hourly trigger today, no roll, no fucking liquidity roll there. You need to see like roll down, get underneath, and then a new low, and then you're in business, baby. You're like fucking slamming the fucking sell button. So we're not